Hello my fellow explorer, welcome back to very own space, that is Deepta Explore. So what are we going to explore today together? Today I'm going to talk about a sunscreen that I have purchased recently. So today I'm going to review in detail this sunscreen from Lakme 925. It's the Sun Expert Tinted sunscreen that comes with SPF 50 PA 3 pluses. So I am going to talk about everything that we need to know, that you need to know before purchasing this sunscreen, the ingredients, the sun filters, which is most important when you talk about a sunscreen, and also the application, whether it's non-comedogenic or not. Every little single detail that you need to know, I'm going to talk about. So without any further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so this sunscreen retails for 365 rupees for 50 ml. That means you'll be paying 7.30 rupees per ml, and it's a tinted sunscreen. So this is a hybrid sunscreen, although it's not mentioned anywhere, but the kind of filters this sunscreen has got, that says that it's a hybrid sunscreen. That means you will get both physical and the chemical filters. So as chemical filters, the first filter you will get, that is against UVB rays, it's ethyl hexyl methoxycinnamate. As the second chemical filter, you will get phenyl benzimidazole sulfonic acid, now which is again against UVB rays. So these are the two chemical filters you will get, and as a physical barrier you will get zinc oxide. So zinc oxide is pretty high on the ingredient list, like it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th ingredient right after ethyl hexyl methoxycinnamate. So you can assume that, like we can assume that zinc oxide, the percentage of zinc oxide is pretty high in this formulation, so it will give a very good physical barrier, since we know zinc oxide is an amazing sun filter. And you will be getting also titanium dioxide. Yes, you will be getting titanium dioxide as well. So yeah, these are the two physical barriers and the two chemical filters you will get, although the titanium dioxide is pretty low in the ingredient list. Okay, now I have checked the other ingredients thoroughly to see if there is any comedogenic ingredient or not, but unfortunately this sunscreen does have comedogenic ingredients. So there are total 2 comedogenic ingredients. First one is potassium chloride, which is pretty high in the ingredient list, and the second one is linalool, which is pretty low in the comedogenic list. So I am not worried about linalool since it's the third last ingredient, so I think the percentage will be pretty low, but I am really worried about the potassium chloride because it's pretty high in the ingredient list. Now let's go into the application part and let's see how this sunscreen applies on our skin and how it looks. This sunscreen has a thick balmy consistency which feels a little heavy on the skin, especially if you are living in a hot and humid weather. This might get a little uncomfortable after application, although the application is really smooth. Even if you are applying in a generous quantity, which you should since it's a sunscreen. I really appreciate how smoothly it blends into skin. It doesn't feel patchy. Now talking about the coverage and the finish, the coverage is quite good considering it's a tinted sunscreen. It will give you a very even toned skin, and your skin will look very moisturized and plump. It's indeed moisturizing. Tint is quite nice for daily use, and if you have oily skin you will need to set it with a powder, otherwise it will feel very uncomfortable and heavy. So you can see in the close-up clips that the sunscreen is not hugging any dry patches on my skin and has given a very smooth finish, a very nice skin like finish, I would say. I wore this sunscreen both in Bangalore and in Kolkata, but in Kolkata it was really uncomfortable for me even after setting it with a powder. But in Bangalore I enjoyed this sunscreen more. So if you have oily skin and if you are living in a hot and humid weather, then try to avoid this sunscreen during summer. You will enjoy it more in winter. And if you have dry to normal skin, I think you would enjoy this sunscreen throughout the year. So this is how my skin looks, my face looks after application of this sunscreen on my full face, and after setting it with the powder, I really enjoyed the coverage and the finish. So the clip you are seeing here, it was shot in Bangalore. So yeah, after setting it with the powder, it felt really good on my skin. I did not feel any discomfort, and I have very oily skin, as I have mentioned on this screen. Now it's time to share my final thoughts regarding this sunscreen. Well, the things I liked about this sunscreen, first of all, the application. The application was very smooth. Then the coverage was pretty decent. It's great for daily use, and also it gave me a very plump up look, and also gave a healthy glow on my skin, which I loved. The third thing I would say that the filters, that should have been the first thing actually, since it's a sunscreen we are talking about. So the sun filters are really impressive. It has both chemical filters and the physical filters, so I have nothing to complain about the sun filters. Now what I did not like about the sunscreen, first of all, it's not non-comedogenic. So those who have problematic skin like me, like sensitive and acne prone, I think this sunscreen would not be very suitable for them, especially for daily use. And the second thing is fragrance. This sunscreen has heavy fragrance, of heavy artificial fragrance. I have sensitive skin, like I mentioned before, so my skin cannot tolerate this artificial fragrance, and I really don't understand the point of adding so much fragrance in a sunscreen, which is basically a skincare product, right? It's not perfume. Like, what is the point? Like, people will come near to my face and then sniff the fragrance, and it doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, these are the two things I did not like. If you do not have sensitive skin, and if you do not face acne problems, then you can go ahead and purchase this sunscreen, because it has good sun filters. The coverage is nice, the feel on the skin is really nice. So yeah, it's a good purchase if you do not mind being the sunscreen a comedogenic product. So yeah, with this I have come to an end of this video. If you like this video, if you have found this video helpful, then please give this video a thumbs up, and please share your feedback. That will help me a lot. It's a very small channel, and one feedback, one like, one comment will help me a lot. And if you like this video a little more, then please consider subscribing to my channel. That would mean an absolute world to me. So yes, I will see you in my next video. Till then, please take care of yourself. Bye.